And good evening, everybody, and welcome here to the very first race of a brand new NNSCRA series, the NNSCRA Last of Us Lite series, as we get ready here tonight for the UNOH Battle of the Beach at Daytona back straightaway, our first race of the season. 42 drivers came into this trying to qualify for 30 spots, and we have now our 30-car starting lineup for this evening's race. As a matter of fact, while I talk to you guys, we are going to show you on the top of your screen your starting lineup for this evening's event. This is going to be kind of considered a short track race. This track very similar to the dimensions of Bristol Motor Speedway, with the exception of there really is no banking whatsoever. It's all flat due to the fact that half of this is on the Daytona International Speedway back straightaway, which will be seeing drivers in trucks, mobile, and stickers utilize during the main event races. But anyway, as tonight we are getting ready for this event, it will be 50 laps of racing, and quite honestly, from what I have seen, these drivers do have a bit of difficulty passing. We saw it in the two qualifying heats, and here tonight I don't think it'll be any exception. Also, I'm kind of expecting that here at this particular track, since it's one that not many of these drivers have had very much practice at and everything, we more than likely are going to be under the yellow flag more than under the green flag for a majority of this race. So be prepared for that. Not necessarily saying it's going to be a wreck fest, but I think these drivers may have a little bit of difficulty with grip and with having the ability to pass each other in the corners. So just bear that in mind. As Rohit Arbu, in his return to the NNSCRA, starts on the pole. He was fastest in the qualifying heat number 1, and Austin Mongold, who was fastest in qualifying heat number 2. Those two start on the front row. Jake Baskinger, who was second in the first qualifying heat, will start third, with Zachary Chambers to his outside, who was second fastest in the second heat qualifying race. So, as we're going to be getting these cars rolling off now, we're going to get the command to fire up these engines and then turn them loose for 50 laps of racing. Let's go down for the command.
Driver, start your engines.
There's command to fire up the engines. Now, get these cars fired up, get the RPMs going, and we'll get ready to put them under the green flag. I'm going to be turning it here to our spectator camera, because this is the best camera we've got. It's up there in the back straightaway grandstands here at Daytona. It gives us a pretty good look here at the field as they come around here through 3 and 4 and down the front straightaway to the start-finish line. 50 laps of racing here tonight. The battle is on in the Battle of the Beach, the first race of the Last of Us Lite series. We are green. As they head down to the first corner, Jake Baskinger takes a peek down to the inside here on Rohit Arbu. Lyndon Wright going underneath the Boston Mongold for the third position. Oh wow, Stuart Gratton, nice run into that corner as he's going to go right behind his teammate out of Roush Racing, and Jake Baskinger to the lead in the 41 machine. Still clean and green so far as Baskinger leads the way. Rohit Arbu back to second. Battle between some teammates for third. Lyndon Wright has it. Stuart Gratton wants it. And right behind them is Austin Mongold, who's got his teammate from Red Bull Racing, Alex Tanker, right behind him. Zachary Chambers has now slipped back, and there's a number of drivers on pit road right now. I don't know why they're on pit road, but they are. Samuel Light, Harrison Ponder, Nick Barney, Kyle Collins, Skylar Johnson, Chris Louvier, Crystal Reed, Mark Versky, Benjamin Miles on pit road, Ty Dent, and I believe we're still green. As Baskinger is still the leader, but I'm not certain why those drivers pitted. I don't think they had to pit. Oh, and now the caution flag is out. Caution is going to wave for the first time here tonight on lap 4. And Baskinger will lead us down here to the caution. I'm almost wondering if maybe the way these cars were bunched up, if maybe some drivers were out of position on the start of that race. I don't know. But I am curious to know why those drivers just had to come to pit road there. Some of them looked like it was scheduled stops, though. It was like they were taking a long time changing tires and everything. But I don't know for certain. And I don't exactly know what brought out that caution flag either. But Jake Baskinger is the leader. Rohit Vidar was second. Lyndon Wright is third. Fourth place, Stuart Gratton. And I believe Alex Tanker is in the 5th position. Let's jump back, look at a replay of what happened. this caution was actually thrown for the safety of the drivers based on drivers coming off pit road trying to merge. There you see the leader, Jake Baskinger, on the high side. Morgan Grempler, Tony Blazer, Nick Pericles, and others trying to come off pit road. And they were either boxed in by the pace car or something, but the fact that they came to a stop on the racing surface, they had to throw a caution for it. So I don't know if that's going to cause any penalties for any of these drivers that stopped to maybe bring out a caution on purpose or whatever. I don't know. But whatever the case, it has put us under the yellow for the first time here tonight. So let's try and settle everything out, see who's running where now after all of this. Is number of drivers who came to pit road based on what I believe happened was they were past their position when the green flag was dropped, and so therefore they had to come to pit road as a penalty, and that's caused them to go a lap down or two. So let's try and settle everything out, though, as we head back now to green flag racing. So we should be going green fairly soon. We're on lap 6 of 50. Pace car and the pace lights are still on. Baskinger is the leader. Roja Vidar was second. Lyndon Wright third. Stuart Gratton in fourth. Fifth is Austin Mongold. Sixth place Alex Tanker. Then you got Amadou Diallo in seventh. Eighth place Zachary Chambers. Lisa Gonzalez is in ninth. And Zeke Marley is 10th. Corey Williams 11th. Kyle Sosnowski 12th. 13th is Caleb Fargo, or Carter Fargo, I'm sorry. 14th is Marianne Charlotte, and 15th place is going to be, where is 15th? 15th may actually be the first car lap down. There may be only 14 cars on the lead lap. Yep, I think I'm right. I think 15th may be Mark, yep, it is Mark Versky. So 14 cars on the lead lap. I don't think anyone is out of the race. Last car on track right now is Kyle Collins, and he is still running. So all 30 cars are still running, but after what's just happened here in the first few laps of this race, only 14 drivers are still currently on the lead lap. Right now, though, we still have not yet gotten the signal of that we're going to go back green flag racing. We're on lap 8. So at the current moment, Jake Baskinger leading these drivers around here, and you got to think that we're going to be ending up having drivers on the inside line now because they are off the lead lap. And if that's the case, that may cause some problems for these leaders, because the inside line is the line used to make passes. I have not seen this entire weekend any driver be able to make a pass on the outside line. Then again, they only had 2 qualifying heats here, so you know, we haven't exactly seen the full potential of this track. As there you see Versky, Grempler, Harrison Ponder, Skylar Johnson, Tony Blazer all pulling to the inside. They are off the lead lap. Some of them are 1 lap down, some of them are 2 laps down. I believe Kyle Collins, yeah, he's 2 laps down, so no driver is more than 2 laps down right now. And like I said, it's the first time we've ever come to this track before, so we're kind of getting a little bit of a scouting report on this track and seeing whether it's a track we'll come back to next season. But here we go. We will go back green this time on lap 10 of 50. Jake Baskinger gets us back underway. Let's see how quickly he will be able to dispose of the lap machines, who are not damaged, not off the pace, are fully up to speed. Oh, look! Oh, Baskinger spun, so did Vadarvu! And they're going to start piling in! Tanker and Mongold have spun around. Crystal Reed just hit one of the Red Bull cars pretty hard. And I think the lead may have cycled over well, I'm not rightly sure who it would have cycled over to. Maybe Lisa Gonzalez? Nope. Oh, wait, was I right? No, I wasn't right. Oh, whoa. Marion Charlotte and Corey Williams hitting, and Samuel Lite has spun around, and oh, now they're piling into each other again. Zachary Chambers, Zeke Marley, Kyle Collins now has damage. Ty Dent is damaged. James Shelley's got damaged. Jacob Cornigo is badly damaged. And who is the leader? Might be, oh, whoa, what's going on up here? Rohe Vedarvu and Austin Mongold, the front row starters, getting together here, and now Vedarvu gets turned off the nose of Versky. I'm not rightly sure what's going on here, but apparently the 6th of Stuart Gratton is the leader now in the number 6 machine. Is there 4 wide back there under caution? What are they doing? Caution out again. I told you we'd probably be under the caution more than we would be under green. And already that seems to be holding true. Caution flag is out. Stuart Gratton is the leader. Let's see what brought out that yellow flag. Is the leaders, I believe, were the ones that brought it out when they spun coming out of 2. And this was coming into turn 2. Both Jake Baskinger and Rohit Vidarvu up on the high side because of lap traffic. They just flat out lose it. Oh, contact there between Morgan Grempler and Skylar Johnson. There's Lyndon Wright making contact with Nick Pericles, and then Chris Louvier makes contact, I believe that was with Mongold, sends him up into Baskinger and then back down into his own teammate, Austin Mongold. There's Zeke Marley getting a piece of it. Kyle Collins involved. Lisa Gonzalez was involved. There's Crystal Reed hitting, I believe that was Mongold. Benjamin Miles caught up in this. Corey Williams and Marion Shelrett, they're caught behind this as well as Sosnowski and Fargo. And then we had another incident happen involving the 12 cars. It looks like Nick Barney headed for pit road. Let's see who exactly turns the 12 car around. He spun in turn 1. He's already got some damage in his machine, and oh wow! Tempers may be flaring there between Baskinger and Samuel Lite. I don't know, it looked like Lite came right up into Baskinger, and Baskinger didn't appreciate it. He turned down and clipped the 12 and spun him around. And then there you see these guys start to back up ahead here. Boy, teammates there, Chambers and Reed, and Baskinger, Zeke Marley, Kyle Collins, and Jacob Cornigo, both those drivers with some pretty heavy damage. A lot of rear-end damage to the 2 Everham cars of Ty Dent and James Shelley. And then right here, you see these drivers, I'll tell you what, they're beating and banging here. This is looking very much like short track racing for sure. I think tempers are definitely flaring already here. And it's still early on in this thing. So let's get them back under green and see what's going to happen next. Well, we are going to go back green, but there's been some difficulty with these drivers getting into the positions they need to be here for the start of this race. Stuart Gratton is the leader, though. Lyndon Wright second. Third place, I believe, is the 11 of Amadou Diallo. Yes, it is. And then there's a whole bunch of lap cars. Who's fourth? Fourth is Zachary Chambers. Kyle Sosnowski fifth. Baskinger sixth. Zeke Marley seventh. Eighth place is Alex Tanker. Lisa Gonzalez, rather, is in ninth. And Corey Williams 10th. We have 6 cars right now currently on the lead lap. As right now, the top 3 have a huge gap due to all that problems under caution there. You didn't get to see it, but the 6th car was having to bypass a number of drivers and everything in order to get his position back. And the caution flag is back out one more time. So any attempt that Amadou Diallo might have had on the Stuart Gratton machine, that has gone away at least for the moment. But at least we know the top 3 will be in the correct order when we go back green, perhaps. But let's see what brought out that yellow flag here for the 3rd time tonight, here at Daytona. And it was one of the drivers that's on the lead lap, too. Kyle Sosnowski in the Waste Management Chevrolet right there, almost similar to what happened to Vidarvu earlier on. Vidarvu and Baskinger, he just loses it. Goes up into the safer barrier there. He's able to drive away, but the fact that his car was stopped on track, that brings out the caution. And that's what brought us under our yellow here. Once again, he was running in the 5th position at the time. And then this was back after, just around the same time the Kyle Sosnowski spin happens. Samuel Lite, apparently not out there making friends, turns dead right into Rohit Vidarvu. Meanwhile, Baskinger gets into Shelley and Ty Dent, and apparently Vidarvu did not take kindly to Samuel Lite's antics, and he's going to spin the 12 car around there. So Samuel Lite's not making friends. He got into Baskinger. Baskinger turned him. He gets into Vidarvu. Vidarvu turns him. Samuel Lite made the show by, I believe it was 1/1000th of a second, but right now he's not making any friends out there at all. We will go back to green flag racing once again, this time on lap 22 of 50. Stuart Gratton still the leader. Now he'll have the lap machines to his inside, though. Crystal Reed, Zeke Marley, Alex Tanker, Benjamin Miles down there. Behind him, though, second place, Amadou Diallo and Lyndon Wright in third. Scored in fourth is Jake Baskinger. Zachary Chambers is fifth, and Kyle Sosnowski still is on the lead lap even after a spin. He is in sixth place. This is an opportunity here for a couple of drivers, namely Zeke Marley and Alex Tanker, to get back on the lead lap if they can get a hole forged to the inside of the AAA Ford Fusion. Flagman's ready. We're ready to go back under green. Let's see if Stuart Gratton has any trouble with these lap machines. He was not able to clear Crystal Reed, at least this time. And, oh, careful. Oh, Amadou spins. Benjamin Miles is in trouble. Morgan Krempler's just hit the safer barrier hard. And that's going to be another caution. That wreck right up at the front of the field. And second place, Amadou Diallo was collected in it. As Gratton is going to lead once again, Crystal Reed gets one of her laps back as she was 2 laps down to the leader. Lyndon Wright is now moved into second. Amadou is now in third. They gotta go all the way back here. Where in the world is Zachary Chambers? There he is. In fourth place, Sosnowski in fifth. And Baskinger apparently was collected in that. One of our lead lap cars, Jake Baskinger, heavy duty damage on his machine as he is on pit road. So the driver who was running inside the top 6 and on the lead lap, badly mangled on the pit lane, started in second for this race. But caution flags out. Let's take a look at what happened. Puts under the yellow for the 4th time here tonight at Daytona. Well, we've seen this all night long. Kind of a lack of grip up there on that higher line, whatever the case is. But right there, see Diallo, he ends up spinning, but Benjamin Miles makes contact with Morgan Grempler, turns him straight up into the safer barrier. That was a pretty hard lick for the 17. Then what happens to the 41? Because he had a lot of damage. Oh my goodness! Him and Harrison Ponder, what happened to those two? Oh, they were avoiding that wreck there with the 00 and the 11. Ponder clips Baskinger in the left rear, and both of them come down into the infield tire barrier, and look at these hits. Oh my goodness. And Baskinger's car is going to flip over. Harrison Ponder, a lot of front end damage on his machine. And that is what happens to Baskinger. His car left up and on its lid like a turtle. And he had to teleport to pit road. That's a tough break. Baskinger was running in 4th place at the time. There you see Zachary Chambers going by and Kyle Sosnowski. That was for position. Tough break there for Jake Baskinger, trying to avoid that wreck and gets taken out just like that. So, man, that's a hard impact there into the tire barriers. And that's what put us under the caution. Once again, let's go back for yet another restart. Cautions continuing to breed cautions here in the Battle of the Beach here tonight at Daytona. Stuart Gratton is the leader. Lyndon Wright, his teammate, right behind him. Amadou Diallo in third. And I believe Zachary Chambers and Kyle Sosnowski are still in the lead lap. Yep, 4th and 5th. Those are the only cars on the lead lap. Alex Tanker lines up in the 6th position, right underneath the 6th machine. He's in 6th place off the lead lap. And 7th is Zeke Marley, and I believe Lisa Gonzalez is in 8th. That's indeed the case. So those three, the 83, 44, 88, are going to try and get themselves back on the lead lap here. As we're back green at Daytona. Let's see if anybody here can get by the 6 and get back on the lead lap. Oh, careful through this corner. Lyndon Wright spins it around, and Zeke Marley did as well. But Alex Tanker and Lisa Gonzalez were able to get by to get back on the lead lap. Caution's out. And they will beat Stuart Gratton back to the line. So the 83 of Tanker, the 88 of Lisa Gonzalez are now back on the lead lap. And Kyle Sosnowski has headed for pit road. Oh, Gratton just got spun. The leader just got spun around by, I believe that was Skylar Johnson. And now he's got to bypass Amadou Diallo because Diallo is not the leader. But, Sosnowski, I don't know, is Sosnowski still in the lead lap, or did he fall a lap down now? No, he's still in the lead lap. Alright, good job by the 14 team, get him out quickly enough. Zachary Chambers, though, has got some damage now on his 48, and that's another of the lead lap cars. Did we have yet another lead lap car get involved in something here, as he and Nick Pericles right now are rubbing doors all the way around the track. Oh, what is going on with them? Oh, look out, Harrison Ponder, you don't want to get involved in that. Sosnowski hits pit road again. Let's see what brought us under the caution one more time here tonight at Daytona. Now watch the 26 of Lyndon Wright and the 44 of Zeke Marley. Marley just got really loose right there, it looks like, and may have actually had a little help from Skylar Johnson. Lyndon Wright just lost it all by his lonesome. Meanwhile, behind them, Carter Fargo gets turned by Corey Williams. And then where is the 48? Because something, I think, happens to him. Oh, maybe not. He's already got that damage. Does he run to the back of Nick Barney here? No, apparently he already had that damage. But let's see if we can find out from this why he and Nick Pericles would have been up against each other, rubbing doors all the way almost around a complete full lap around this track. Because that's what I don't understand. I don't even remember seeing the two of them get together earlier. Let's see coming into this corner if something happens. Samuel Light's going to go to the inside of the 48. Harrison Ponders on the inside of the 43. I don't see the 48 do anything wrong here to cause the 43 any cause for, disgruntlement or whatever, but apparently something's going on there, some underlying waters, and whatever it is, it's apparently coming to light here, because those two were right up against each other, door to door, side to side of each other, and here you see Nick Pericles, this point, yeah, this is where he pulls up, right alongside of the 48. Caution's out again anyway. We still have, I believe, 6 cars now on the lead lap after Alex Tanker and Lisa Gonzalez have raced their way back onto the lead lap. Let's head back now to green. So we'll get ready to go back to green flag racing once again. Grattan is the leader. Amadou Diallo second. Lyndon Wright in third. Fourth place right now is Alex Tanker. Then you got Lisa Gonzalez in fifth. Sixth place is going to be Kyle Sosnowski and Zachary Chambers, the last car on the lead lap, in seventh place. Rest of the top 10, who are a lap down, are Carter Fargo, Corey Williams, and Marion Challerit. So here we go, getting ready to go back green one more time. 5 of the lead lap cars are now up here at the front, including Tanker and Gonzalez. As we'll go back green on lap 34 of 50. And wow, Grattan got himself a good jump that time. Did not want to have to contend with lap machines. Skylar Johnson gets a run to his inside, and here comes the 18 trying to get a lap back. Skylar, I believe, is 2 laps down. Here comes Morgan Grempler now trying to get back one of his laps as well. And Carter Fargo coming up that inside line as well. And we're still green. We are. Wow, we're actually under a green flag run here. This is surprising. It's Sosnowski on pit road one more time. He's made numerous stops, and I don't think he'll stay on the tail end of the lead lap now. And he's going to come back to pit road one more time. And oh, he just hit the tire barrier! Sosnowski just hit the tire barrier. Samuel Light, Nick Barney, they're on pit road now. So is Nick Barney, and so is Zachary Chambers. But we are still green, and now the caution flag is out. And I think I know exactly what that was for. Nick Barney was coming back on track, and he stopped on track in order to wait to merge, and they threw a caution for that because he was on the racing surface and he was not mobile. Or mobile. However you say the word. Oh, Grattan just got spun again! He got spun under caution last time by Skylar Johnson. Now he gets spun by Carter Fargo here under this caution. The leader is taking hits. And now Nick Pericles, well, finally, the 6th car is going to right himself and continue on, but caution flag is out one more time. Skylar Johnson, though, and Morgan Grempler, under this run, were able to get back on the tail end, or not on the tail end of the lap, I'm sorry, they were able to get one of their laps back. But caution flag is out one more time. We already know what it happened for. It was for the 16 of Nick Barney coming back, merging back with traffic. But let's take an opportunity here to show you a replay of what happened to Sosnowski, which actually did not bring out the caution. Let's see what exactly happens here. Kyle Sosnowski coming to pit road one more time. He at the time was the last car on the lead lap, but with the 6th car coming to his outside, he was going to go a lap down. He just overdrives pit road there, drives it way too hard, and he's going to hit the tire barrier there with his number 14. And he was run up inside the top 10 pretty much all night long, and that may have just taken him out of the race. Man, a pit road miscue there for NNSCRA veteran in Kyle Sosnowski. And this was after, I believe, the caution flag was waving. Watch right here. Zeke Marley going to get turned off the nose of Crystal Reed. Contact there between Marion Charlotte and James Shelley. Shelley did not appreciate that. Comes and hits the 45, and then his own teammate gets collected and then gets flipped over by Nick Barney in the 16. Fortunately, that car came back down on all four wheels, but now some tempers flaring between the 45 and the 9, and possibly between the 44 and the 24. You gotta wonder how many of these rivalries are going to carry over into our next Last of Us Light Series race, but I'll tell ya, fenders are banging, tempers are flaring. It's typical short track racing here tonight in the Battle of the Beach. Let's see, we'll head back for the green flag with less than 15 laps to go here tonight. Well, the lights are out atop the pace car, and the pace car is actually coming to pit road next time around. Stuart Gratton has finally been able to get himself up to the front of the field, but it still is a whole mess behind him. Where is second place? There's second place, Amadou Diallo. Lyndon Wright third, and fourth Alex Tanker. But the 6 car is way up ahead here and is actually running up to speed right now, and I think they're going to wave the green flag. Why are they waving it with the field so messed up? I have no idea, but green flag is going to come out some point. Well, I guess the green's out. Green flag is waving. Well, this is really weird. The leader got the green flag when he was on the back straightaway. That's one of the strangest things I've ever seen. But Stuart Gratton is the leader, and we still have 5 cars on the lead lap. Amadou Diallo is second, Lyndon Wright third, Alex Tanker fourth, and Lisa Gonzalez in fifth. Rest of the top 10 are Carter Fargo, Corey Williams, Austin Mongold, Marion Charlotte, and Zeke Marley. As I guess the best battle on track may be for second. Oops. Well, speaking of second, that's the second place driver there, Matthew Diallo, coming to pit road. I don't know what's up with the 11, but he just gave up the second position to Lyndon Wright, who actually just ran his fastest lap of the race, too. And the caution flag's out again. So maybe this will get everything put back together. Where's the 11? I want to see if he's actually going to come off pit road on the lead lap. Looks like he will. So he'll probably restart in 5th. But quick pit stop's going to keep him on the lead lap. Not sure what that pit stop was for, though. Caution flag's out again. Let's take a look and see who it was that brought out this latest yellow. And this caution's going to come out because of another car coming off pit road and stopping in order to merge. This time the 13 of Harrison Ponder. There you see, he stops. Lights come out on the pace car. And now he'll merge with traffic. And so, kind of a shame that cautions have to come out for drivers merging off of pit road. But I believe we will get back green flag racing at least to be able to finish out this race. But yep, that's what the yellow is for. So let's get back to it. We should be getting back to green flag racing shortly. We're on lap 46 of 55 laps to go. We'll probably get the green with 3 laps remaining. Stuart Gratton has put a clinic on these drivers. He's taken the lead early on and never looked back, even after getting spun twice under the caution flag. But he is the leader. His teammate Lyndon Wright in second, Alex Tanker third, 4th place is Lisa Gonzalez, and the last car on the lead lap in 5th place, that is Amadou Diallo. Then it's Carter Fargo, Corey Williams, Austin Mongold, Marion Charlotte, and Zeke Marley. That is the top 10. Folks, want to remind you to join us for our second Last of Us Light series, which will be coming up in 2 weeks. Next week we take a off week, and then we head to yet another short track. So you think the tempers are flaring here? They're going to carry over into Bristol in 2 weeks. Hope you'll be tuning in for that after our Rockingham UK race weekend next week, after tonight and this weekend's Daytona race weekend. So hope you'll be tuning in for that, as we will see you there for good old short track racing, and it's sure to be just as wild as tonight's short track race has been. Stuart Gratton going to get the green with 3 lap cars between himself and his teammate Lyndon Wright due to the fact that there is less than 10 to go. Green flag will come out with 3 laps remaining here tonight at the Battle of the Beach, and you gotta wonder, can we actually finish this thing under the green flag? If a caution comes out at any point now, the race will undoubtedly end under the yellow. Lyndon Wright trying to make quick work here of this lap traffic. He got by Joey Van Hoot, now going underneath of Carter Fargo, but there's 2 more laps to go, and we are still green. Lyndon Wright now completes the pass, and caution's out, and it's Harrison Ponder bringing it out one more time. Caution flag's going to wave. This race will end under yellow due to, once again, the 13 stopping to come back on off of pit road. Second time in a row he's caused that caution. And Amadou Diallo has just come off pit road as well. But the caution flag's waving. The white flag was just displayed for Stuart Gratton. So this race is going to end under caution. And the winner will be Stuart Gratton in the number 6. So his first start in the Last of Us Lite series ends with a victory here tonight. As coming down the front straightaway, the number 6 AAA Ford Fusion from Roush Racing of Stuart Gratton wins the Battle of the Beach here tonight at Daytona International Speedway. And it's a Roush 1-2 finish tonight too, with Lyndon Wright in the 2nd position. And I believe the standings are official. Alex Tanker battled his way back onto the lead lap. He will finish 3rd. Lisa Gonzalez did the same and will finish 4th. Amadou Diallo will be the last car to finish on the lead lap, just there ahead of the winner, Stuart Gratton, and he'll finish in the 5th position. Carter Fargo will get 6th, Corey Williams in 7th, Austin Mongold in 8th, Marion Schollert will get 9th, and Zeke Marley will complete the top 10. We did have some drivers DNF from this race, and they were Ty Dent, Kyle Sosnowski, Jake Baskinger, Rohit Vidar, so both drivers who started in the front row DNF from this race. Jacob Cornigo and Kyle Collins. It's a tough break for them. The winner's going to get a total of 47 points. The driver who finishes last will get 13 points. And then the drivers that failed to qualify for the main event, they will receive 10 points apiece. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this rather well, it wasn't even really a wreck fest. It was more just a lot of spins and a lot of really stupid cautions for drivers coming off of pit road, stopping on track. For the most part, though, it was good racing, but it could have maybe been better. Maybe we'll be able to tweak this track if we return to it next season. You never know. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the first race of the season here in the Last of Us Lite series at Daytona. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the crew today. Be sure to share this video with your friends, and we will see you guys in 2 weeks at Bristol Motor Speedway for our 2nd race of the season here in the Last of Us Lite series. Our weekend continues with the Truck Series, Mobile One Cup Series, and Snickers Cup Series races from Daytona, capping the weekend off with the 8th annual running of the Great American Race, the Daytona 500. Stuart Gratton takes the win here tonight in the Battle of the Beach. You've been watching a production of the NNSCRA, offline racing at its best. Sean Henley got turned by Dunham, and he saved it! What are these guys doing? Oh, and Henley just got turned now. That time he got turned. Logan Wilson is flipping on his roof. Dylan Young is collected. Sosnowski's collected. Dylan Young is now flipping. Citadino's involved. Mary Cole is in it. Drew Austin has been collected, and Dylan Young continues to flip. Now comes to rest. There is our caution.